Hey, it's April from the Noble Garden, and today's July the 3rd, 2022, and this is my 5th garden tour for this year. And I'm in the western Piedmont part of North Carolina, and I am in Zone 7B, which gives me a long growing season that I'm very grateful for. So let's get started on looking at my garden today. One of the things that has exploded the most is my cucumbers, to the point where I have made 3 batches of pickles. There's some growing right there. I let them get just a tad bit bigger than that before picking them. This side, they are still really tiny. My sunflowers are getting nice and big and tall. Look how tall that one is. That one's actually close to blooming. So maybe the next video we'll have one blooming. This side you're going to see zucchini. You're going to see a lot of holes because my zucchini are having a lot of trouble. I think that they've got some type of wilting disease, which I'm not very happy about, but it is what it is. But I have put new in, and we'll kind of see what they do. We'll go down this and come back up the other way. So, this is zucchini. This is kind of what they're doing. And then sometimes they wilt and they don't come back. So I'm kind of watching this one. But this is probably the next one that's got to have to come up because it just does not look good. As you can tell, it really just does not look good. This is the Cucini. Guys, this thing is taking over here. Look at this. All the way to this side. I, however, have not had anything produced on it yet. I see flowers. Like the flowers I think are really pretty. This one's not really open anymore. The white flower. I don't know where their babies are. Some more zucchini. And guys, look at my cucamelon. This thing is crazy. And it has, we've been picking them off. I think they're really good. I finally got to taste them. They're kind of like a burst of sour, and then they taste like a cucumber. And it's not like a super sour. It's not like a yucky sour. It's just a burst, and then it tastes like a cucumber. This is another one of my cucumber plants. That's doing really good. I'll let that one get just a tad bit longer before I cut that off. All right, I'm going to turn it around. This is my Armenian. It's kind of like the Kazuni. Like, you see a bunch of male flowers, but I've yet to see a female flower. So hopefully soon. Because the plant itself is big. Now you're going to see a bunch of squash. My green beans are on the back of this. That's what's growing up that panel. And you're going to notice they're starting to really get tall. So hopefully I'll get some green beans soon. They struggled. Usually by now I have a bunch of green beans. But they were struggling with this soil. But to see how they're growing up the fence, they're doing much better. So here's some more squash. Guys, I have a whole basket full of squash. Like, I'm going to show you how much these squashes are producing. Like, look at this. Like, we get a basket of squash every night. Or morning whenever we decide to pick. Okay, I'm looking at it now. Look, this guy right here down here is ready to come. That's how big this plant is, to the point where it's on the ground now. Yeah, my squash, I have no complaints. You can see some more green bean climbing up the fence back there. So here's kind of the back view of those green beans. I'm still shocked that my bachelor buttons are still hanging in. I was told that once it gets hot they won't, but they're still here. Sunflowers. Look how big those are getting. But look at those green beans. I'm ready for some green beans. These bachelor buttons are so pretty. So this is the old potato bed, if you've watched my other videos. And I decided to start watermelon in it. So that's kind of what you see, if you can tell, that has been poking up is watermelon. This is the corn bed that, you see one corn, but it never really came up. And I did more, one side zucchini, one side of squash. Here's my asparagus bed. Not much has changed with it. It's still being in there. The next thing I'm going to show you is okra. So these three okra on the end here aren't doing their best. I went ahead and put 2 new seeds in. And then this is the okra. This is the red country okra. And then the rest are just Clemson, which they do look good. My corn. Guys, look at my sweet potatoes. That is just crazy. They're like, I remember when we just first put them in and they looked so bad. And to see them look like this now, I was like, okay. And they're beautiful. This is another zucchini plant, which I'm grateful for, considering the zucchini on the other side just does not. Holy moly, look at this one that got away from us. Well, I'm going to have to get this guy out of there. That works, because I'm a little low on zucchini, and I want to make zucchini bread and also grilled zucchini for tomorrow, so that works. I only have like one on the inside. This is another zucchini plant. Oh, crap, he's got another one on him too. Well, that works. Alrighty. Guys, look how big my ground cherries have gotten. I really need to stick my hands in there and get me some ground cherries out. This thing exploded, and they're huge. I think they're very pretty. Noodle beans is another thing that's exploded recently, which we're excited because we really like to stir fry them with the squash and zucchini, so we've been missing them. This side's a little bit slower. This is the red one. It's a little bit on the slower side, but you can see the little baby ones. See? Hopefully, and they grow fast, so they should be ready next few days. So we'll go down this aisle. That's another zucchini plant. It's not doing as good as the other two back there. This is the moonflower, which has finally decided to grow us a little branch, so maybe soon it'll get to going. So this is my Kajari melon, and it is the first time I've seen my Kajari melon grow this good. So this is my 3rd year growing it. I've been really wanting to try it, so I'm super excited. And I have one baby. I don't know if it got pollinated or not. I've seen a few more babies on here that I've been like kind of watching to see. See, there's one open right there. So I'm like, come on, bees, pollinate for me. I really want to try these. Oh, there's one right there that hopefully got pollinated. Okay. And then this is the salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Cucumber. That has finally got some length on it. I'll have to pin him to the fence. This side is the, I can never remember, guys. Straight 8. And he's actually needs to be pinned to the fence too. You see, he's gotten kind of tall. There we go. That's really, you can either pin them to the fence or just put them up like that. This right here is my honeydew. And it actually looks really good too. I don't think I've seen any female flowers on it either. This is one round of green bean. This is one round of my peppers. My other peppers are up there, and I'll go back and show them to you. This is the row that's been struggling, but I've noticed lately that they've gotten more green. So hopefully they're on their way of recovery, which I kept telling myself, be patient. They will recover. This is the Muncher cucumber. Now we're going to start talking about some tomatoes, and then I'll take you guys back to see the other peppers that I forgot about. So this group right here are my indeterminate tomato plants that I ran a room with, and now I'm having trouble with keeping them under control. They're not the easiest to keep under control. This is the Sweeties and the red cherry. Alright guys, like every video, let's take a second and look at just the row without going down it. This right row right here is the mainly determinate that I have not trimmed or done anything to because you're told not to, and they are insane. And then this is the indeterminate that I do trim, but I don't think I did a really good job because look at that. They're pretty crazy in there. They've kind of gotten away from me. All right, let's walk down the aisle. So this one right here is our determinate. This is Carolina Gold. It is hands down our favorite determinate. It is a yellow variety and is very, very prolific. Like, guys, look at that. And that's not including when I can't see because I can't get my hands in there. But you're going to just see loads and loads. This is Mariglobe. It's a red one. It's my first time trying it. I've never tried it before. But, like, guys, the amount of tomatoes growing on all these is just makes my heart happy. I'm super excited. We've been munching on this, guys. Fantaskia. It's a cherry tomato. That is Celebrity. Just go nuts too. I've been trying to pin. You notice I pin them up with sticks, and it doesn't work out. As you can see, this branch, I'm probably gonna have to come and do something with it. See this branch just sticking out? They're calling for thunderstorms today. The other one that we've been watching and waiting for one to ripen is this green sausage because it's just a crazy guy. It's raggedy looking. Now we're getting into another group of indeterminate that I ran a room. The first one that you see that is the early girl, and it actually has a tomato that's ripening. And then you're going to see my San Marzeo, which also has a little group that's starting to ripen. Look at it's loaded. Behind this group down, I did put some sunflowers in this end, so look at that, and the head's about to open. This is my Dr. Witchy, which I know I talk about all the time. You guys might be getting tired of hearing about Dr. Witchy. But he's a yellow tomato, and he's my favorite. So you bet I've been watching this group right here. He does have other smaller groups, but that's the group, of course, I watch. Another one that is growing me a lot of tomatoes right here. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see them. You can see them really good if I zoom in the spot right here. This is German Johnson, which is like a pink tomato. I've seen a lot on that one, and I've seen a lot on the Berkeley tie-dyed. The other one that you're going to see a lot of tomatoes on as we go through, we're getting into the paste ones. This is Amish. I've got some pinning up to do before this thunderstorm today. They're calling for thunderstorms today. So after this video, I'm going to come in and make sure everything's pinned up nice for the storms. A few more San Marzeos. Another tomato that got to be one of my favorites last year is the triple crop. So I'm starting to see it develop. Some babies. All right, guys. The next group of tomatoes will be my cherry tomatoes. They are completely loaded, guys. Like, look. They're wild, they're crazy, and they're untamed. We have been snacking on them. They're starting to ripen. Look how pretty this group right here is. Let's see if I gotta move. That's the atomic grape. Look at this. That's the sun gold. Now we're gonna go back into some slicers. And this is my Cherokee line. Cherokee green, Cherokee chocolate, Cherokee purple. Which are doing pretty well too. Let's see. Alright guys. I'm gonna show you the other beds right here. So you guys planted this with me. This is my watermelon bed, the first one. And it really didn't do that good, so I had to replant. But as you can see, one plant did do good. But then I had to put more seeds in. This bed right here we did together as well. And it is it is my cantaloupe bed. And it had 3 good survivors, which this plant is mainly one plant that you see right here. There's one beside it. And then this one right here is the one that's just getting started good. But I just saw this. There is a female cantaloupe. So hopefully it's getting pollinated. So I did, the big jumbo ones are the ones that did not pop up. So I did try to put 2 seeds in. I see one that popped up. This one it's popped up, but it probably won't make it. Doesn't look too good. And like I've told you guys before, my plan is I really need to move some of that. Got some wood chips over there. Those wood chips need to be moved in front so the cantaloupe can grow down. I don't want the cantaloupe growing on the black because the black can make it bust because of the heat. Alright guys, these are the peppers on this side. And you see the huge difference between those peppers and these peppers. These peppers, guys, look gorgeous. We've actually ate 1 pepper off of it so far. But they look really good. And they were just like the other ones, and it took time for them to recover. You'll see I've got quite a bit of jimmies. I just gotta wait for Jimmy to turn red. There's a lot of jimmies on that leaf too. This is habanada. It's the sweet version of the habanero, with the habanero flavor, but sweet. And I have not seen any, and it was the last one to really recover. Here, I'm going to show you these cucamelons again. Look at that. I'm not kidding when I tell you they're wild. I haven't showed you guys these guys lately, so I figured maybe I should shoot a couple seconds of them. They're vocal this morning. They're probably like, where's my treats? Because that's what they expect when they see me. But we're looking good and we're healthy. Say hello, everybody. All right, guys. I'll come back with a treat today. Of course, I'll show you guys my green tower, or green stalk, sorry. The watermelon on the bottom. Some peppers and some tomatoes, but I'll let you guys kind of glance at it. It is doing good. I don't really pay much attention to it. I just water it pretty much. I did eat a pepper off of it yesterday. It was super spicy. Those banana peppers, I don't know if you can see them, they're really good. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. Considering I don't really care for it, I don't really come and do much to it. So there is one more thing I want to show you guys, because you guys planted these with me, are my onions. They did better than I thought they were going to do. I'm going to say that off first. And I have decided I will order from that company again. Second of all, they could have gotten bigger because I just ran out of time. It was getting hot and some of them were rotting. So we just decided to go ahead and take them all up. But this is my best onion harvest, and I do realize that, yes, they could have been bigger, could have been better. But these are usable, and we've been using them. So I'm proud of myself. This is only my second or third try of onions, and my first try was similar to this. Our second was a complete failure. So, no, my first was a failure. My second was last year, and it was similar to this, and then this is most definitely the best. So, guys, I'm going to share some footage of our amazing harvest for the last few weeks. Thank you guys for watching my garden tour. I hope you guys enjoyed the updates. The garden is very much alive now, very much producing, and we are canning and we are freezing and having a good time. Next round, hopefully soon, is tomatoes, because I can't wait to make some tomato sandwiches and tomato sauces. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, if you like my videos, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.